Okay, hello, it is Douglassium. This is actually the second time I am recording this because the first time I recorded this, the audio got fucked up so bad that I'm pretty sure you can't hear what I'm saying. I think the audio mixing is just terrible. So we're gonna do this real quick. As I said previously, I don't know why I say it like you guys are gonna know what I said previously. This is me reviewing reviewing the design submitted for her fan competition. The theme of the competition was how we perceive Michi. So I actually don't usually catch a lot of Michi's like live streams as they happen. Once in a blue moon, I'll put one in the background or something. But typically, I watch the videos on her YouTube channel, or watch those funny moments out of context or something. But luckily, Michi said the theme of the competition was how we perceive her, not if it was accurate, not if it was an accurate perception. So
my favorite one was Avril Lavigne's "Girlfriend." I remember listening to that song, and my song.
I think we actually might be able to turn this a little bit up. I don't want to turn it so low you can't hear what she's saying.
Song would just put it on loop. The hey you, but it loops it
back then,
more.
2 years ago.
Back in my day,
I made it go a little too.
You, I don't like your girlfriend. Hey you, I don't like your like that. And I'm like, wow, the good old days, huh? When I don't know what's real and what isn't. Good. MP3, bro. I had an iPod, a blue mini iPod. It's very really specific.
I think I'm too far back. I think I'm too far back. I don't want to waste too much time.
And I thought it was so fucked. And Elysium art at commissions open. Brackets.
Will you let me 15 minutes? Yeah.
Pondering and reminiscent, man. Good. Oh, this is by Doglesium art at commissions open. Brackets commission open at Do.
Okay, I swear to God, I did not think they were gonna put the commissions open part. That was just there because my commissions are open. I thought they were just gonna put my at. I didn't realize they put my commissions open. Also, if you want to vote for my design, submission 229.
Doglesium art. That one guy that said I should have a model for like a spider, bro. Yet another inspiration. Extra eyes. These are not earrings. Ooh, spider legs.
I haven't seen all the submissions, but so far, I've been seeing actually a lot more rabbit themed Michis than spider themed Michis in the submissions. Maybe that's because I haven't seen all of them, but I don't know. It's just interesting.
Spider legs. I have spider legs on my head. Eye patterns. These are what the glasses looks like. Oh, it resembles the insect paws. The shirt spider legs again as a corset piece. Stitching 8 legs on the dress. Oh my god, the hair is really cool.
Yeah, I do actually. I am. Thank you, I guess, for the compliment. I actually do really like how the air. I don't know why I said I guess. I guess I was like, I don't know whether to say thank you to a VOD. Someone. Hey, on the like 1% chance you see this, thank you. I actually do like how the hair turned out a lot with this one. I was really trying to make like a capture the. I'm not sure if I call it messy, it's like spiky Michi hair, but also like something interesting that wasn't like any just the hair of her other models.
Spider on the hair is really nice. Jumping spider. This looks more like a tarantula because of how fuzzy it is.
She is correct. It is based on a tarantula. I actually specifically used her images of a tarantula, like for reference. I went out of my way to look for tarantulas. It's based on her pet Michi Jr., which unfortunately passed. I believe at the time of making this, I didn't know, or either Michi Jr. hadn't passed or didn't know Michi Jr. passed. But yeah, so I picked a tarantula because of Michi Jr. I chose a spider theme in general because it seems to be a reoccurring thing Michi mentions. I wouldn't necessarily say she's a spider theme per se, like in her life, as far as I'm aware. As much as you can glean a life from a bunch of funny VTuber moments, but she talks about how I believe it was her uncle, gave her a protective ward or something of the sort. Her protective like animal spirit. I'm not sure if I'm describing it correctly. I'm sorry if I'm describing it very wrong. The animal that was on the ward, or like the protective animal, or whatever you want to call it, was or whatever it's called. I suppose I don't like whatever you call it. Sounds more insensitive. I'm getting off topic. The point is the ward had like a spider theme, and her uncle said like her animal or spirit animal was like a spider, that protected her, and then Numi also gave her a spoon later with like a spider theme. So surprisingly, part of the reason I brought up like why like the surprisingly like more toward the rabbit theme Michi, like how rabbit theme Michi seemed to outnumber the spider theme Michi is like surprisingly Michi has brought up like spiders a lot, and also spiders come up in her stories a lot. So or maybe not a lot. Maybe I guess maybe there's just the memorable ones for me. I guess it depends on how you want to look at it.
Jumping spiders are very small and square.
So anyway, that is a correct assessment. It is a based on a tarantula. Um, Also, if I think I was, why did I burp? Also, if I think if I was doing a jumping spider, it would have been probably more colorful.
Look, you guys are here. That's you. You guys are right there.
Yeah. So I had to keep in mind, like I've never designed anything for like a VTuber before, so I had to keep in mind like what's something that would be nice for a VTuber to have, and the idea is that the little foreskins, which is what Michi calls her fan base, although not legally, because obviously maybe a little bit NSFW legally, but she refers to them as the foreskins. So I'm not just pulling that out of my ass. So the idea is that you could use a foreskin or Jeremy and stick them in the webs, and then maybe have them like on the stream like emoted and stuff. So I was trying to keep stuff like that in mind.
This design over is really sick. Especially for like a Halloween model. Ooh. I miss my tarantula band.
You think I can win off? You think if I win, she only uses it for Halloween? I consider that a win. I wouldn't complain.
Michi Jr. For those of you that don't know, recently Michi Jr. has moved on because of age. I still miss Michi Jr. He was the last pet I had that accompanied me in my apartment. But it's okay. He lived a full, fulfilling, fat life. That bitch was fed like homegrown food.
Homegrown food? I'm just curious, like, what kind of... Would a homegrown food for tarantula not be like a certain insects or something? But I guess I can't really be... I like how I'm like focusing on this point. Like, I don't like sometimes cook my dogs like they're like home. Like my dogs eat homemade food made by either my mom or me, because like the store bought food just messes up with their stomachs. Like we tried all different kinds of brands, so we just started like my mom found a recipe somewhere and we started using that, and their health has been way better ever since we've been feeding them that. So
Fucking spoiled.
the point is don't ever skimp on your pet's food. Always give them like that good shit, because it really helps with their health.
Yeah, the OG Michi. It's crazy. Sometimes it's crazy how fucking some animals don't live as long as you. So then when it reminds you, graduated. Yeah, I had a male tarantula, and I've had him for like 4.5 years. So it was already like really fucking old, and then it died of old age.
I mean, how long do tarantulas usually live? Hold on. Yeah. Anyway.
Which, it's weird because
I mean, this says they can live up for like... This says some can live up to like 30, but I assume those are outliers. I assume the average tarantula does not live.
sad that it passed away, but at the same time, I'm also very happy that he lived a full, fulfilling life. You know what I mean?
I will say, it is fucked up that most pets we have don't live as long as... I understand, like, logistically, it probably, like, realistically, probably wouldn't, like, if you're, like, a caveman who needs, like, a dog, having your dog take as long as, like, a human's, like, grow to adulthood and stuff, wouldn't make sense as far as what you're aiming for breeding-wise. But I think it's fucked up that dogs don't, like, live till 90 or shit. Because I had, like, I don't know, one of my dogs is really old right now. She's, like, 15, so I've been really feeling that, like, pets not living as long as you think. Although I think parrots can, like, certain parrots can live, like, to, like, 90. So there's, like, one, that's, like, the only pet I know that really does that, though. That lives, like, almost as long as a person. Like, people probably put parrots and shit in their will.
What about the stray cat? Okay, I have an update for you, but
Okay, so I will say, part of the thing I was thinking about from this design is you have to think about who your audience is, right? And you might say, well, the audience here is obviously Michi. Only half correct, because this contest is actually a one in which people vote. So the audience is not only Michi but also chat, because chat is probably gonna be like the majority of people voting on this, and they're the easiest people to like appeal to because they're actually seeing this live or in the VOD or whatever. So I purposely made it designed basically to like almost to like start a conversation or have ways to stick in people's minds. Part of this is probably just, I think, just Michi just being a good entertainer and being able to segue from one thing to another. I'd actually target that's most of it, but you know, I have like notes like this, like no, they are not anal beads. They are supposed to look like dew on a spider's web. Part of the reason I put that there is because it'd be funny. So if you're like a chatter reading this, the design is more likely to stick in your head. Because in your ideal world, it's just like objectively, it's just the design. If the design is good or not, it's like what what saves it. And obviously there are people who can draw way better than me, and theoretically it's like the art skill wouldn't matter as long as you convey the idea and how much they like the idea. But I mean, this is chat, this is a bunch of people, and you also have to consider, oh my god, and you also have to consider there's like 400 submissions. So I was like, I need a way for this to stand out, and one of the ways to stand out was like, well, one, to put a ton of thought into this, but also like have like funny little like things or references for like people to talk about, or stuff to ways to stay in their mind after they leave the stream or do whatever.
I don't know. I don't want to jinx it, but did you know that we recently found out that we have kittens? There are kittens. I found stray kittens, but I don't want to jinx it because obviously I can't yoink cats.
I think you can. I think it's just a skill issue. I mean, I think you can yoink cats.
Right? But like, we just found kittens the other day. The security person told me there was like 3, and there's like little, they're like so tiny. They're so small. They're so like pinkish. Like their nose is pinkish. It's so cute. I yoink all the cats. You can't officially. One day I'm gonna move to a house chat, and then I'll be like, sorry for the noise, and you just hear all like meowings in the background. I'll be like, today we have an addition to the family, welcoming our 247th cat.
Would that cat be named like Michi Junior 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 Junior, like to the 51st power or something? Well, I guess 251st power.
It's okay. I bought more kitty snacks recently. It's being shipped over, so I can give them snacks. It's cute. Thank you, Doglesium.
It's pronounced Douglasium for context. I mean, I'm just saying the name for context. It's like I don't expect people to like. I think people mispronounce it a lot. I don't expect people to get to anyone else have like a very maybe specific part of like America where it's like more of a common last name to be able to pronounce it correctly. It's a very weird name. Even my own dad is like, "What is it, Douglasium? I don't get it." So I don't really expect anyone to get it the first try for the most part. Sans certain areas with it where it's based like it's a more common, like Douglas is a more common name, but
thank you, Douglasium Art, for your submission. This is really fucking cool. You put a lot of effort into this. There's so much thought, and I really love the accessories and how you incorporated all the elements of like a spider into this outfit. It's really good.
So I don't know if this proves I put a lot of thought into it. I did put a lot of thought to it, but originally the plan was that I was gonna show this design and also have like a document attached to it explaining all the choices behind it. I actually decided eventually not to go through with that because that just made the process longer. Because I had to submit this on like a deadline, and I was like, I don't want to like push it, and also I was like, I don't think Michi's gonna have time to because I assumed there's gonna be a lot of submissions, and there were. So I was like, I don't think Michi's gonna have time to read any extra like details or like an essay of detail of me explaining why I made certain decisions. So I was just like, I just didn't think the time sink was worth it, and I also didn't think like realistically anyone would have time to sit there and read through it, like anyone in chat. And also I was like, the design also has to be able to grab you without too much explaining. If the design doesn't hit for chat or Michi, and I have to sit there and like explain why in like an essay, even if they go like, oh, I get it, it's actually very clever, it's like the design still needs work because it's a competition. So I think it has to be able to grab you very quickly and very effectively.
Oh my god. Oh, thank you so much. Knew me in a cat house. It's okay, I'll just dust.
Also, yeah, so she mentioned like the recurring spider theme, and like, yeah, one of the ways that a spider theme reoccurs is that I use like the 8 shape a lot, or I use the 8 shape a lot, like here, but also I use like the number 8, like it's not like I 8 legs here, etc., because like spiders have 8 legs, so that's a bit of a recurring pattern, like the 8 legs or whatever.
Dust myself off before I meet her. Ooh, this is
And like even if you look at the little danglies at the end of her extra sleeves, there's 8 of them. There's 4 on this side and 4 on that side. So 8's a recurring number. I probably honestly could have got a bit harder. Did I put 8 little stripes in the hair? I don't remember, because this side has 4, but I don't remember if it's uneven. But so 8 is a recurring number. Corn would be proud. Corn from Warhammer. One thing I will also say is like is one of the details I also added was this on the back. So this looks like a Jeremy or a foreskin, but it's also meant to resemble an infinity sign, basically. Because an infinity is just a sideways 8. So that's one thing I threw in there, is the idea of making the 8 sideways, making a bit of an infinity sign. Whoops. That's terrible. I'm doing this with a mouse, so it's supposed to be like an infinity sign, which is like a sideways 8. And the idea is also like maybe like a bit of good luck, like having a long, infinite, prosperous career or life. Although not too literally, because I think literally having infinite life or an infinite career might be a bit miserable. I also did do a similar motif, a similar idea with open my folder location. Even with the front, if you look here, this is like a sideways 8, but it could also be interpreted as like a infinity sign. So there's that too, and I also played around with that, looking at that. So yeah, that's like some of the thought process, or not a ton, but some of the thought process behind my design. If you want to vote for it, it's submission 229. You can see the you can go to Michi's Twitter here, and here's the form. You can vote for my stuff or also somebody else's stuff. There's a lot of good submissions, so I'm not going to hold it against you if you decide to vote for somebody else, even if you watch this video. I made this. The reason this video is going to be very poorly edited and unscripted is because you guys only have 3 days to vote, and I am posting this on like on the 24th, and you guys have until the 25th to vote. So drop a vote if you want to. Rig the election for me if you want to, but not too hard. No bots or anything. Just rig it ethically. This is kind of if it wins, maybe I'll do like a longer explanation of why I made certain design decisions. And I don't know. I'll draw this design with holding the spoon. Numi gave Michi the spoon with the spider design. Numi gave Michi. So, and I'll put the link for the vote and also the other outfits in the description. We can also view them here, obviously with this. I should probably bookmark this. You can view them here, obviously, but I'll be putting them in the description. Yeah, thank you for watching. Sorry this is so unorganized. I don't know. Follow Michi. I also do other art too. I do character design in general and stuff. So if you like this design, maybe you'll like some of my other character designs. And I will see. Oh yeah. Also yeah. Obviously I'm on Twitter, and my link tree's probably on wherever you're watching this, but I'm on like Twitter and Instagram and stuff. So I'll see you guys later.